What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to attempt to turn this into this using Flexbox and CSS Grid. Both have their pros and cons and can even be used together to create some interesting layouts. So let's get right into it. First, let's start off with seeing how we can create this layout using Flexbox, and I've also included a link to the GitHub repo in the video description below for those of you who want to follow along. So first, what we want to do is turn our container here into a flex item using display flex, if I can spell correctly. And then notice how that puts our divs all right next to one another. That is because the default property for flex direction is row, so that'll put everything right next to each other. So to fix that, we're just going to change it back to a flex direction of column. And that puts all of our divs back in their correct position, but doesn't quite fix our problem. Now to do that, what we're going to want to do is on our main class, we're going to set our flex grow property to 1, and that will push our footer all the way to the bottom of the page, and it will stay there no matter how much content is on our page. Well, no matter how little content is on our page. And then, so that's all there is to do it. Just about about 3 lines of code to do it in Flexbox. Now, let's try to recreate this same layout using CSS Grid and see how we can achieve this using that. So we're just going to come up here. We're going to change our display property to grid. Now notice how that fixes our footer problem automatically, but our header and our footer are too big. So to make them the correct size, we're going to go here to grid, templates, rows, and we're going to give it a property of auto for the first column, 1 FR or 1 fractional unit for the second column, and a property of value of auto for the last column. And that makes our layout exactly the same as it was on Flexbox, and it's all done in about 2 lines of code. So that's all there is to it. And you know, both have their pros and cons for when it's best to use one or the other, and they can even be used together, as we'll see in our next video. So make sure that you're subscribed and you hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss that. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and we hope you have a wonderful day and happy coding.